enjoy yourself today as we celebrate. I would just like to draw your attention to our opportunities here, that we have a wonderful concert series. You will see the list of the upcoming concerts on the last page, as well as some of the upcoming events in our congregation. Ask me about those events if you wish. But you'll see that we are going to be beginning our new series. So we invite you, if you would like, to become a contributor to this wonderful concert series. The variety of music is outstanding. We get to use this beautiful area and all the amazing acoustics, and we're so happy to do so. We make it easy. You can become a contributor to our concert series starting at $1. Isn't that easy? And your name will now go into the next series list of contributors if you so wish to do that. And if you'd like to give us your information, and we will keep you on our email list for the upcoming concert series. But we'd like to begin now with a word of prayer. God of life, God of music, God of freedom, we invite you here today as we celebrate freedom, the freedom we do not take for granted. Bless our time together. Give us your joy. In the name of the Holy One we pray. Amen. I'd like to now invite our Director of Music, Jason Chase, to introduce our musicians and give us a little hint about what is going on today.
Good afternoon. I'm so happy that you guys are here this afternoon. This is probably one of my favorite concerts that we do because it's a chance to celebrate what we believe in, but also work with people that I don't have the opportunity to work with very much. Christiena Taralson is with the U.S. Navy Band, Southwest. Please join me very much. You can read about her and her accomplishments in your program there. But Christiena, we met back at Easter time. She played for us, and I told her right then and there, I said, you're going to come back and play real quick. So I'm so glad she's back with us. And my old buddy back here in Oregon, Margaret. We've known each other for too long now, haven't we? And the relationship I have with Margaret is very special. You'll hear about that later. But, we want to open today with a really wonderful tune that I think you all will know. Early William wrote God Bless America in 1938 on his way back from seeing his own show in London, Alan Zinger's ragtime band. And he asked Kate Smith on her radio show to introduce the song to America. And she, of course, was thrilled to do it for him. And she said these words, "And now it's going to be my very great privilege to sing for you a song that's never been sung before by anyone. One that was written especially for me by one of the greatest composers in the music field today. It's something more than a song. I feel it's one of the most beautiful compositions ever written. A song that will live forever. The author, Mr. Irving Berlin, the title, God Bless America." Many Americans, in fact, found the song so powerful and compelling that they lobbied for it to replace the Star Spangled Banner as our national anthem. But in the 1943 letter, Irving Berlin wrote to Dale Carnegie saying, "I think it would be a big mistake to suggest changing our national anthem. I am, of course, touched and flattered that you think so highly of God Bless America, but in my opinion, the Star Spangled Banner cannot be replaced." So Mark, we're going to start saying with God Bless America, and I'm going to ask you to sing along with me, and I encourage you to. The lyrics are there in the program, so sing along with me. Okay, Margaret.
Well, the storm will gather far across the sea. Let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair. As we raise our voices in silent prayer to you.
Now, Margaret and I are going to play a duet that we've done a couple times that we love to do, Battle in the Republic. was driving at night. Guthrie felt that every word in this song was too sappy, too blindly patriotic, too cut off from the hard knock life many Americans were facing as the Great Depression dragged on in its 10th year. Guthrie knew firsthand how tough life could be as a poor person. Since his teens, he had hopped trains and hitchhiked back and forth across the country, sharing the road with former farmers, laid off factory workers, and migrants chasing hopes of work. In 1940, Guthrie decided to fight music with music. In reaction to God Bless America, he worked on a simple tune and tried to capture the love of this American landscape. At the same time, he wanted to point out that a lot of Americans weren't feeling blessed at all. So let's sing together, "This Land Is Your Land." Let's sing together. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the island, from the redwood forest to the coast and waters. This land is one more time. This land is your land, this land is my Samuel Smith was a 22-year-old Baptist seminary student in Massachusetts when he wrote the lyrics to My Country Is Thee. The patriotic song that would serve as an unofficial national anthem for nearly 100 years. In 1831, while translating some German songbooks, Smith was inspired by one of the German songs set to the tune of God Save the Queen. So he set out to write an original patriotic song for the U.S. set to the same melody. The result became as My Country Is Thee. The song was first performed in 1831 by a children's choir in Boston. The song took on such a life of its own, quickly becoming widely known and well loved. And the song served as an unofficial national anthem until the adoption of the Star Spangled Banner in 1939. Let's sing together. My country is thine, sweet land of liberty, all we I sing. Land where no war is done, land of fight from every mountain side, let freedom ring. Your great old flag was written by George Cohan for his 1906 Day introduction of George Washington Jr. The original lyrics came from a conversation he had with a Civil War veteran who fought at Gettysburg. Cohan was sitting near the veteran at a train station and noticed the vet holding a carefully folded but ragged old flag. The man looked at Cohan and said, "She's a grand old rag." Cohan thought it was a great line and originally named his tune Your Grand Old Rag. Many groups and individuals objected to calling the flag a rag. This prompted Cohan to update the verbiage, naming the song Your Grand Old Flag. Now, this is a very important tune to me because many historians attribute the song to being the first crossover tune, meaning you could hear it in the theater one day and the same night you could hear it on the radio. That was a pretty big deal. We sold 1 million copies of it back then. In about a year's time, we sold 1 million copies. So people in the Midwest who would come to New York or whatever they did, they could hear the song on stage and on the radio. That was a pretty big deal because it kind of cemented American music as far as being global. At in the U.S. and then across the seas to Europe as well. Cohen had a real knack of being, how to say it, short with his actors and musicians. He was a little bit cutthroat when it came to him, his dealing with them. He was a taskmaster by holding extremely long, extensive rehearsals. He was a raging perfectionist, and he lacked the empathy filter when criticizing his actors. Now, he and Dale Carnegie had a big beef going back and forth in the newspapers, and Dale one day wrote about Cohen saying, "I think you feed your overblown ego with all the things you do, performing lead roles in his own shows, sometimes playing the piano in the orchestra, and sometimes conducting the orchestra on opening nights in his own shows." Cohen responded to this article with this statement: "I write my own songs because I write better songs than anyone else writing today. I write my own plays because I have not yet seen or read plays by any other authors that are as good as mine. I sing my own songs because I can sing them better than any other actor on stage. I play the piano in some shows because other pianists lack the skill and talent needed for my work. I play leading parts in most of my plays because I'm the best actor available. But believe me, Mr. Carnegie and kind reader, when I say, I am not an elitist." So on that note, your Randall flag. One day, some of the other teachers and I decided to go on a trip to the 14,000-foot Pikes Peak in Colorado. Anyone ever go up to Pikes Peak in Colorado? It's a long drive. Huh? I did it when I was in college with my quartet, and we took our van and our trailer up. Not a good idea. And she says right here, "We hired a trailer wagon to take us up to the top, but due to the air becoming so thin, we had to leave the wagon and go to the rest of the way on mules. By the time we reached the top, I was quite exhausted. The battle faded away when I saw the view. I felt great joy. All the wonder of America seemed displayed there, both vast and unending in expanse." The music was written in 1882 by composer and organist Samuel Augustus Ford. He wrote the tune in his head while on a ferry boat trip back from Coney Island to his home in New York City. Several bills have been brought to the U.S. Congress suggesting that they replace the national anthem with this song. Many believe the song to be more expressive and less militaristic. Both songs are widely used today, and the way most Americans would want us. Let's sing together. many of our church members love it. It doesn't really have anything to do with patriotic person's life, but I love it. So that's why she's going to play a little toccata in D minor for us by Bach. It's loud.
It's loud, yeah.
It's loud. When Christiena and I were talking about something to play today, she brought a piece and I said, sure, I'll look at it. And then until last night, I just forgot to tell her that we're going to do it. So she said, bear with me as I threw this back at her last night. Do a little bit of Amazing Grace just to show off how beautiful this tune is. Now this is my favorite time. I come from a very big Navy family myself. My father was in the Navy. Oh, I'm sorry. We have Aqua now. My apologies. We'll come back to that.
We would like to take a moment and say thank you again so much to our musicians. Can we please give them another round of applause? And we would invite you, if you would like to become a contributor to the concert series. This concert series will be going on with a great variety of music, as you've already experienced. I'm sorry there are only pencils in the pews. If you need a pen, we will find one for you. And we would love to get your email to be able to invite you to future concerts. Also, following today's program, there will be a wonderful reception over in Jacobson Hall, so you can talk to the musicians and spend some time together as we celebrate our country's independence. So we thank you again for this, and we will receive our free will offering.
As I was saying before, I come from a very big Navy family. My dad was in the Navy, my brother was in the Navy, worked on the submarines and grew up in Connecticut. And I did 1 U.S. social work. That doesn't count. I got to entertain troops, so that was wonderful for me. But my dad, my brother really instilled the importance of serving. And I want today to recognize those who did serve. If you were in the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, or the Marines, you could stand, please, so we can recognize you. I think sometimes we take it for granted when there's not a reason to be deployed, and then sometimes we don't recognize it. I think it's important that we do it every day. And every chance we get to show how we feel and how important this was for what you did, and for those who aren't here as well. So I just want to thank you very much from my own heart as well. And today we're going to do a few of the themes from each branch. We're going to start with the Coast Guard, with the Coast Guard, the Air Force, Army, Marines, and the Navy. There's a little history. The Coast Guard tune, in 1927, was written by Francis Salvador von Morse. Looked for the dilapidated piano in Alaska, the only piano in the Aleutian Islands, he probably found out. The current verse, as well as the second verse, were written by Homer Smith, 3rd Naval District Coast Guard, and Lieutenant Walton Butterfield in 1943. The song became a strong addition to the set, and it's impossible not to feel proud of the serving here when you hear their call. So we'll start with the Coast Guard. We'll sing together. before the song was written and changed. The lyrics said to date for the 19th century, but there is no text known prior to the 20th century. Library of Congress asserts that the song was originally copyrighted in 1919. A little bit of history on there. We're not sure quite where the lyrics came from, but we love it anyway. Okay, you guys read.
Stands a lady
Okay, Margaret, should we do a little Stars and Stripes?
Stars and Stripes.
I think so. 1, 2, 1, and. give you a little bit of celebration today and a little bit of thankfulness to our country and our freedom. And before we do our last tune, I want to thank just a couple of people that have been so influential. Please give Christiena another hand. My team that have been helping me plan all these concerts. Karen Wilkins is Karen here, there she is. Hello. Tom Larson, there they are. They're sitting down there. Tom Larson, Pastor Carla as well, and Dr. Bruce Mansfield is on the team as well. And these guys have been my right-hand arms. This is our second season we're finishing today, and I can't believe that's our second one already. We've accomplished so much. We've brought in so many great musicians and artists you guys are here, and I'm just so glad you're here. It makes my heart happy. So, but Margaret, can you come down here for me, Margaret? Come here. Come down here. I've had the privilege of knowing this stupendous lady for 6 years now. Enough time for us to get on each other's nerves. Wonderful. And I can't tell you how much she means to me. Sing together, let there be peace on earth. I think it's a great way to finish up. And a good mantra for our soul, let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
She's calling you again.
So please come to our mastermind, Jason Chase. Thank you so much,